Hello everybody and welcome to another episode on my channel. Today with DCS World with the Ka50 Black Shark. What I'm going to talk about today is basically two main things. One is navigation, both manual and automatic with the autopilot. And I'm going to talk a little bit about, and here we can see a beautiful picture. I'm going to talk about. All right, so I have created very quickly here a mission. I don't know if there we can see. This is our flight path, which is today going to help us understand a little bit the navigation computer. And down here at our last waypoint, we have some targets. And we are going to do some target practicing with the different weapon systems of the Ka50. So before I forget it, I click on that. And with that said and with that done, I'm just going to save this mission. And we're going to see each other again in the cockpit. Excellent. Here we are in our Ka50. I started the mission with the chopper already on and operational. If you wish to learn how to turn on the helicopter, you can do this also on my channel. I have done a tutorial on how to start up the Ka50. I'm going to focus my attention down here. I'm going to click on nav, and this is the map. Okay, so these are the waypoints we put in. If you notice, my waypoint 1 is waypoint 2, and so far, or so on and so forth. So we can do something here very nice. Obviously, our first waypoint is already programmed in the computer. So if I were to turn on my autopilot in the middle of the flight, if I took off, we would start moving towards waypoint 1. With that said, I'm going to just take my joystick here and I'm going to take off. I'm going to take off, hover takeoff, okay? So I'm not going to press the trimmer. If you don't know what the trimmer is, it's a very useful tool. Also a video on my channel on this. If you wish, you can see it and learn a little bit. Okay, I'm going to try to keep a hover here because that was not a hover. A controlled hover. Alrighty, I'm going to pick up some speed. And I'm going to move toward my first waypoint. And I'm going to hit the key R for route mode. Alright. Let me just tuck that in. And alright, here I go. I'm going to press the R key in a second, just as soon as I am a little bit correctly. Alright, there we go. Okay. So let me just fly safe, and then I'm going to press R, and there we go. We see en route nav mode on. I'm just going to keep my climb rate to normal, as in 0, approximately. I can also hit the halt, the altitude hold, not halt, hold. And I should stay in this height. I think it tries to compensate for the buildings beneath, so it'll move up and down if there's unsmooth terrain. And it looks like yep, it didn't quite work with the programming, so let us tell him to go to waypoint 3. There you go. I don't know, I don't remember how to do that anymore. I know it is possible. I know you can tell your computer waypoint 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that is the direction I want. This is the route I want you to take, but somehow I failed. I'm going to turn off labels with Shift F10. left shift F10. Right, so this looks a lot better. Okay, what's going on? Everything is fine? Yes? Um, Let me just climb a bit. Where is he taking me? I don't know where he's taking me, to be honest. This doesn't look right. But at least we're flying to the correct direction. Well, that's how you can fondle, I guess, with the waypoints. If you have waypoints, you tell him, well, here, waypoint 1, and he'll steer me back to waypoint 1. But we want to go to waypoint 5, so I'm going to tell him, hey, take me to waypoint 5, 5, 5, 5. There's no 5 because it's number 4. Right, so take me to waypoint 4. At least we're going the right direction. That is the important thing. So maybe I'm going to disable my autopilot for a second, and I'm going to regain control for myself. Just a little, maybe, mention of flying this thing because it's not quite obvious. And the manual is quite lengthy, but I like giving tips how to fly this thing. And one of the tips is how to do a correct turn. I'm going to start turning to the right, and then I'm going to give a little bit of, what's it called, rudder input. And there we go. This is a turn without losing too much climb rate as I'm doing right now, which is way too much. Okay, so don't lose too much height. I'm going to roll back and release the rudders, and we should have a nice curve. And I'm going to return a little bit to the left, input rudder, and see to it that I don't lose too much height. And as soon as I am happy with the way I'm going, I level off. We should see the airport. There it is. I level off. I let go of the rudder, basically level off. There we go. And since we're reaching waypoint 5, I'm going to start, well, braking basically. I'm going to stop because there's our target area and we're way too fast. So I'm going to decelerate and I'm going to put up my nose. What's that climb rate? We're way too fast. So what I want to do now is reach a velocity of less than 30. Up there on the left, it's showing 130. I want to be 100 less than that. Now, we're very close to the target area, which is basically perfect. Let me just stop right here. And as soon as I do this, I'm going to engage the auto hover mode. The auto hover mode. And that I do with left Alt, T. Alright, we're reaching the desired speed. We're moving a bit to the left-ish. I'm going to center that. I'm going to come to a complete stop, basically, almost a complete stop, and then Alt-T. Alright, here we go. Almost stopping, and Alt-T. And we can see up on the left, a thing appeared saying auto hover. And our helicopter is not moving except descending. But we can change that with the throttle, and I'm going to leave it on manual. Actually, no, I'm going to push it again on and off, and it should hold me in this position. And we are oh so perfectly positioned for this. It's just brilliant. Maybe a little bit low, but so. What should we talk about first? Let's talk about the fun stuff. Let's talk about guided missiles. Okay? So the guided missiles are the ones on the outer pods, in this case, outer stations. It's the 6 rockets, 6 missiles on each side. So here we see our weapons panel, I guess. We'll switch this right on. And if you are not sure, down here, this one is the most important one. This is the weapon system. If I just hover it, weapon control system. If you want to shoot stuff, this one has to be on, and then this one should be armed. All right. So we are in a perfect hover. Let's turn on the missiles. And by that, with that, we do that by clicking the Y key. Okay, we switch with Y and I, we switch through these stations, the outer stations and the inner stations. Y, I, Y, I. All right, this one shows 40 missiles remaining, and this one shows 12 missiles remaining. All right, and this one is the cannon, but we'll talk about that in a second. So we got the outer things selected. All right, and if you manage to turn on your helicopter correctly, everything should be running fine. And you have this TV monitor, all right? And you also have a little thingy on your helmet, which I cannot show, but I can press the letter H on the keyboard, and there appears this thingy, okay? This is the HMS, which is the head-mounted something. And if I press H and H and on and off, you can see that's the button, the corresponding button for that. So with this, we go onto the battlefield and we select our first victim, okay? And we select him with, let's say, let's take the middle one, and I'll press O, like onion, once, and that'll happen. Okay, I'm just going to retract the thing again, and we see our HUD has changed. There's the little thing where we're looking at, which is represented here, okay? And there's another thing, which is that. Okay, so let me check out the monitor here with the buttons, which I'm going to represent with this picture here. All right, those buttons you can imagine as if they were your arrow keys on the keyboard. They are going to be my slew keys for this monitor thing. Okay, we can also observe here, this will move. Okay, this will be moving. And with that, I can check out the target area, check out my targets, make them out, identify them, and take them out. So we're gonna focus our interest in the poor douchebag in the middle. You can zoom in and you can zoom out with the plus and minus keys, and you can also increase the target reticule. All right, if it's small enough, it'll auto target it. All right. Yeah, and that's how you target the things. Now, if it's targeted like this, a TA will appear, I guess representing target. It'll also appear up there on the left. And this means we're locked on. So now I can press the keys again and I won't move the thing. If I want to move it again, I press enter and I can move it freely again. If I want to select a target, a different one, I go to this guy and I press enter and the same thing will happen. Okay, if I want to change target, press enter, keep it hold, keep it pressed and change, and in this case I can just release it. That is another way of doing it. How is the situation here? We are still above the ground. So let's get to the fun stuff, I guess. We have an awesome button here that says auto turn. Also, we're going to tell our computer that we're going to start attacking ground targets. Okay, so moving ground targets. We're going to press that. And we're also going to press the auto turn button. Okay, I'm going to press it and we can see the thing just conveniently turned and almost the circle, the small circle was almost placed into the big circle, which is exactly what we want to do to fire the missile. But also, for the missile, we need our laser. Okay, so we want to turn on the laser for a short period of time while we're going to do this. Okay, now we center approximately the small circle into the big circle. Okay, and a C will appear. Oh, that's perfect. A C will appear right there, and it will appear down here too, representing the thing that tells us that we can shoot. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna I'm gonna hold for a second my second button of the joystick. And there it went. And there it goes. And shabams. Needless to say, I missed. Ha! I actually missed. I can't believe it. Alright, so let's demonstrate that again. I'm going to center the thing on there, and I'm going to keep the button pressed, and schwang. No, nothing happened. Schwang. There we go. Let's see. Bang. Now we got him. Douchebag. It might be because it's Russian equipment, so it might be that they take a little bit more hits. Haha. So let's see. Let's target another guy, just for the sake of training. Center the thing in the thing. And, oh, that's a countdown until I can shoot the next missile. And now I can shoot. And there it goes. We're so close. I cannot change the view. But I guess we can see everything that has to be seen from here. So, again, let's take another target. Maybe one that is a bit further away. How about that poor schmuck? We can zoom in to watch his face as it explodes into oblivion. We center the circle into the circle. And we hold the button and go schwang. There it goes. Boom. Okay. So yeah, I love this weapon. It's basically very useful. The Schwal. I think it's called the Schwal or Vicha. I'm not sure. Let's change. Let's take another douchebag. Oh. Oh, that one's a fine douchebag, don't you think? We need to decrease the size of the thing. Press enter, and then we can target him. And the chopper has already moved to its position. I'm going to center the douchebag into the thing. Shoo! There it goes. Do we have a missile cam? No, unfortunately not. Okay, so those are the missiles that are guided. All right, I'm going to increase my altitude a bit. And we are now going to talk a little bit about the cannon. Yes, yes, yes. So let's hold our position right there. So I'm going to press C like cannon. Okay. And our HUD has changed once more, symbolizing that we selected our cannon. Now I'm going to select another target. Let's go and take some poor schmuck right here, the first guy. Okay, he had such a lovely view the whole time. Now he's going to pay for it. And basically, well, I could if I would get up like this, but we cannot see the reticule. So tough luck. But we can see that the C has appeared, meaning the helicopter is centered and we are okay to fire. And I'm going to do so by pressing the first button on my joystick. Needless to say, that was a perfect hit. As you can see also, the truck is moving, and so is then my chopper. Very slightly movements. Oh, now it's still moving. It's auto-tracking something. The ghost of the truck. Click. Let's target that douchebag. You can see my gun as we are so close. Of course, because these targets are pushovers, they are no threat to me. But here we go again. Okay. And this is a good thing though about this cannon. We can quickly select, fire a few rounds, quickly select another douchebag, select very few rounds, very few rounds, very few rounds. You know, you can take them out like this. Good for infantry and targets like these that are basically insignificant. Right? Excellent. So, let's pop one more, I guess, with the cannon because it's so much fun. There we go. Let's take out that one behind the smoke. He's hiding. There we can see the bullets. If he starts moving, we basically got him. He's trying. Oh my God! I need to save the fuel. Oh please! And there he went. There's another douchebag. Target the douchebag. And let's see if we can. And then just. Oh, that's a great outcome, right? Oh, I don't think we hit him. Or did we? Shabooms. Maybe the camera is a bit high. Oh, it did explode. Okay, excellent. So that is the cannon. So moving right along, I'm going to press I to select my, what's it called? Unguided rockets. And I'm going to change my position manually now. I'm going to try if I can fly along this air strip right down there and pop a few rounds. Okay. So I have chosen a better position. And what I'm going to do now is we got this little reticule over here. And that is the impact zone of the rockets. So if I just spin around a little bit, see if I can put the thing in there on top of a truck or something, and then just simply fire one missile, swing. Let's see what happens. Do we hit something? Apparently not. Let's pop off a few rounds. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna try to there, they're trying to move. Damn it. Yep, that's basically all there is to it. You gotta hit them, of course. Otherwise, it does not make any sense. There's a lot of smoke. Oh, look at these guys. They haven't been hit. Empty already? Alright, seems I'm empty. But I guess we can call it a day. A successful day also. Yep, that's a nice outcome. Well, the rockets, well, I guess, I don't know. I really shot them all. They really go fast, huh? But yeah, that's how you use them at least. So let's put in waypoint 1 onto the computer. Press R and let him take us to our destination. And yes, that is a little bit about the Ka50's weapons deployment. We talked about the guided missiles, we talked about the unguided missiles, and we talked about the onboard cannon. I also talked a little bit about navigation with this thing, which I don't remember how to program it. Like, I don't remember how to tell them, hey, first waypoint 1, 2, 3, 4, in that order, please fly them like that. But you can always, select them individually or just make one waypoint on your mission edit or whatever. And yeah, you can select them on the computer right there by pressing waypoint and then the appropriate waypoint and then pressing R, and he'll take you to wherever you want to go. Let's check out. We're flying at a decent speed. So the airport should be at our right. Oh, there it is. So I'm going to disengage the autopilot. I'm going to regain control myself. And I'm just going to land this puppy. So yeah, folks, from me, I can only say thanks a lot for watching this video. Subscribe to my video channel. I make DCS World videos and indie game videos in 3 languages. So yes, there's There's also stuff to be won if you subscribe, and if you are actually like, if you subscribe and comment and share my videos, you enter the chance of winning video games. Among others, for example, you can win a Ka50, the chopper I am flying right now. You can win one for Steam or not. It is both compatible, it doesn't matter. And yes, you can win video games, many types of video games, with what's it called? Star Citizen and Aurora LN being the main prize. And touchdown. What a beautiful landing. Click. And almost on the thing. Very nice. Thank you so much, people, for watching. I have a lot of fun making these videos, and I always love your good feedback. And as I said, I make these videos in English, Spanish, and German. So if there's any problem in English language, you can always come and watch them in English, German, or Spanish. All right. So with that said, people, thank you again so much for watching. Maybe we'll see each other next time in another video. Until then, though, until then.